الذكية في خدمة التحول الطاقي المستدام. معكم اليوم الأستاذة والباحثة هاجر بن منصور التي ستقوم بإذن الله بتقديم هذه الندوة في من خلال إدارة الحوار بين الحضور الكريم. وسيتراوح هنا حديثي بين إدارة الحوار والترجمة من العربية إلى الإنجليزية أو من الإنجليزية إلى العربية. فأرحب الآن بأساتذتي باللغة الإنجليزية. Our Excellencies, distinguished guests, esteemed attendees, welcome to our scientific seminar today entitled Energy Intelligence System Toward Integrating Artificial Intelligence Systems Analysis and Intelligent Management in the Service of Sustainable Energy. So, as you know, Mrs. Hajar, I'll be moderating this seminar and translator of the speaker's most important ideas wherever needed to guarantee the effective communication between our distinguished guests and audience. So I'm pleased to welcome our distinguished guests, Dr. Ralcian Leintet, who is a strategic advisor, consultant, and management expert. He is also a leadership coach and CEO of Lindley and Partners with more than 10 years of experience leading energy projects. Actually, the act of introducing Dr. Ralcian is a very difficult act, seeing his experience, seeing his career, and we'll notice that through his speech. Then we'll move to Dr. Daharas, who is an adaptive artificial intelligence, digital governance, and sustainable developer. He serves as a chairman and co-founder of OpenAI. He is also a World Peace Ambassador, actively involved in promoting a peace-driven digital transformation and youth participation in multilateral processes. Once again, we say hi to Dr. Mrs. Yasmin, who is a specialist, founder of Consulting in Data Management and Data Governance, president of Tama Morocco. He gets many international prizes. Sorry. So today, the meeting will be organized as follows. First, I will give a very short introduction about the Arab Council for Creativity and Innovation. Then I'll give a very short general introduction of the topic. Then we will give the word to Dr. Ralcian to share with us his views, knowledge, findings in this domain. Then the word will be given to the scientists and Dr. Daharas, then Mrs. Yasmin to comment, share, inform, discuss Dr. Ralcian and Dr. Daharas' papers and views, and vice versa. Yes, by the end of this valuable participation, the attendee can enrich our seminar. So مثل ما سبق وتحدثت، يعني سيكون الكلمة بالترتيب إلى الدكتور رالسيان أولا، من ثم إلى الدكتور دهارس، ومن ثم إلى السيدة ياسمين لتشاركنا أفكارها أو تناقش ما سبق من أفكار قدمت. So first of all, I will introduce the Arab Council for Creativity and Innovation. Arab Council for Creativity and Innovation was established as an Arab umbrella organization under the auspices of the Arab Union for Sustainable Development and the Environment. It focuses on Arab innovators and creators by unifying the efforts of those interested in creativity, innovation, and scientific research. The Council aims to serve development goals and environmental protection through modern scientific methods and technologies, adding value to human resources by discovering and blending the capacities of innovators and creators. This fosters scientific, industrial, economic, and health development, leading to economic growth through social mobility, optimal utilization of the environment and its resources, and the achievement of sustainable development and a better future for current and future generations. مثل ما تحدثت يعني باللغة الإنجليزية، المجلس العربي للإبداع هو تقريبا مظلة عربية مثل ما يقول الدكتور السريحي دائما، برعاية الاتحاد العربي للتنمية المستدامة والبيئة، تهتم بالمبدع والمبتكر العربي من خلال توحيد الجهود للمهتمين بالإبداع والابتكار والبحث العلمي ولخدمة آه، ولخدمة المبدعين وبناء القدرات أيضا والمبتكرين، والتنمية العلمية والصناعية والاقتصادية الصحية، مما يعود بنمو اقتصادي من خلال حراك مجتمعي والاستفادة المثلى من البيئة ومواردها وتحقيق تنمية مستدامة ومستقبل أفضل. إذن فهدف أو الرسالة الأساسية للمجلس العربي للإبداع هو نشر ثقافة الإبداع وتبني الأفكار المتميزة الابتكارية وتحويلها إلى منتجات ذات قيمة تنموية. نمر الآن إلى تعريف أو محاولة تقديم مفهوم الذكاء النسقي. هو مفهوم صراحة نظري يدمج بين الذكاء الاصطناعي والمنظور النسقي لفهم الأنظمة المعقدة، وخاصة خاصة في سياق الطاقة. مفهوم الذكاء الطاقي النسقي يهدف إلى تحليل قيادة التفاعل الديناميكي. يعني عذرا، هي مصطلحات شوي دقيقة وعلمية، ولكن لابد أن نتعرف عليها مع الأساتذة الأجلاء. فنعود يعني إلى ما كنا نتحدث. يهدف هذا المفهوم إلى تحليل وقيادة التفاعل الديناميكي بين المكونات النظام الطاقوي المختلفة، مثل العوامل الفنية، البيئية، الاجتماعية، الاقتصادية. من أجل ماذا؟ من أجل توعية التحول الطاقوي بطريقة مستدامة وفعالة. إذن systems energy intelligence is a theoretical concept that integrates artificial intelligence with the system's perspectives to understand and complex systems, particularly in the context of energy. This concept aims to analyze and guide the dynamic interaction between different components of energy systems, such as technical, environmental, social, societal, and economical, in order to guide energy transition in a sustainable and efficient manner. So, شكرا لاستماعكم. أعطي الكلمة الآن إلى دكتور رالسيان ليحدثنا عن الذكاء الطاقي النسقي. The word will be given to Dr. Ralsian to tell us about his paper and his findings. Dr. Ralsian?
Thank you so much, dear search committee and leader and attendees. Thank you for this opportunity today and that opportunity to serve on the panel and discuss our shared passion for energy. And this is a complex field, often misunderstood and sometimes seen as exclusive. I commend the Council for this initiative, and I can say thank you for that, which allow a global audience to see what we can achieve through innovation into the energy system. Based on initial ideology, that is a comprehensive energy management system from Dr. Jamilia, who with her genius was able to put forward the idea of the systemic energy intelligence together with a group of 4 experts, let's say Dr. Yasmin, Dr. Darabas, Dr. Jamilia, and me included inside Dr. Ralsian Lanide. We were able to establish a correlation and improvement in the energy intelligent system while enabling its deployment. And yes, dear colleague and leader and scientific who are here, our contribution is the SEI, and the SEI System Energy Intelligence, which is a system with a different framework. And that framework come to integrate the innovation of artificial intelligence. And we know that artificial intelligence today is a trend who help us to move into innovation on every such of a sector. We can find that today, even on the healthcare, on education, and also on the energy system. But the difference with the framework of the system energy intelligence, the frameworks come to become something we can say that is a multi-dimensional analysis system within the framework of the ethical governance of fair and sustainability of the energy transition. And that is a powerful system as we are working scientifically with all my team member. But we need to understand that the fundamental framework of the SEI is that the energy system is not only something we need to understand in terms of technical performance, from some indicators, but today it's about the requirement of analysis of the complex socio-economic and environmental ecosystem. That's why we say it's a multi-dimensional system. We can say that why? Because our studies and all the research we conduct demonstrate that other conventional standard, and we know that, let's take an example, that standard with ISO 5001, who show us clearly the importance on the operational structure. That is the main principle for ISO 5001, but we can see that it remains limited in addressing cross-sectoral interdependency, especially the gaps in governance, data complexity, and the social doctrine of energy transition. And we know that that part of the social doctrine are very important because it's also come to help us into the economical system and help us to dive in on the equitability of the all governance in all our environment. But however, we know that the SEI complement and address all these limitations from the ISO 5001, but the limitations are there because we are combining with the new system energy intelligence, we are combining the predictive analysis, we are mapping also there, and the intelligence decision come to support the tools to create a continuous learning cycle between data, strategy, and the public policy. And we can also integrate a private policy, because when we talk about the public policy, we talk about the international ethical governance law into energy, into innovation, especially on AI, because apply AI on all our new system to create innovation, help us to understand the all ethical governance law. It can be regional and international. From a scientific perspective, we can identify the 3K innovation on our system energy intelligence. The first one is that the systemic thinking methodology that integrates energy flow with various economics, environmental, and social variables. Secondly, we can see the architecture who are on the model based on artificial intelligence. And that is that part where it's a very interesting in our system, because we are on the move, we are on that wave of the innovation where we want everything to be efficient and faster, because the role of the AI today help us to be more efficient on what we are doing, and it's on all all the level sector, on leadership system and on the managerial organization. That means we need tools, we need systems who have AI today, and that we can say that the SE answer on that question. And that we can also, that on the secondly, that capability for AI to give us the simulation scenario on predicting risk and assisting on the decision making at both organizational and governmental level. But when we can see that here on the second part, that innovation is not just on the decision making, like we always say politically, but here the decision making come to help us, a leader who are in energy, to be more efficient and to take a part and minimize the risk into the energy industry. And that is a very important. And thirdly, a governance, we have a governance and the data management structure that link energy planning to the principle of inclusion, and also at the end, the equity and the sustainable development. And that is the very important part, because we know that without development, all the research we are doing, all the innovation we can create, we can say that we are a leader who are losing. But if we integrate the sustainability development, we are also those who align all our research methodology, especially the SI today, on all the ODD development, who has the international law on the development of organization. But through this work with my team, we aim to make that SEI, the System Energy Intelligence, come to support nationally, regionally, and internationally the energy strategy who align with sustainable development goal and enable the energy intensive country, developing a country and continent. We can say a continent such as African to adopt a smarter, more resilient and more socially inclusive approach to the energy transition, because with that multi-dimensional, where we have the management of the performance according to the technical system of the energy, with the social doctrina who are aligned there, and the old economical managerial, that three-dimensional system can help us to develop all our environment, especially those environments where we can find more poverty and where the energy is not equitable for all of us. But I would like also to express today my sincere gratitude to the council and to all the leaders here and the attendees and the participants for giving us that opportunity to make that brief according to the new system who are coming, called the System Energy Intelligence, who will help us to manage more that energy and move into the innovation. And we know that that opportunity present our project, a new system who help us and give us the faith and the core, because we are on the phase now of the implementation. And that implementation lets us to target a huge amount of the budget of $500,000 by estimation on what we work with all our team. And we know that the System Energy Intelligence Investment Framework, which will support our research and help us on the deployment of the artificial intelligence and also the integration of the all ethical governance, the capacity of the building and the regional deployment, that will help us emerge. And we also that, for example, today we are currently establishing some partnership with all the institution, development agency, and private investor or other name called angel investor, who are passionate about energy, who are passionate to see the equitability on the development international, who respect the ethic governmental law, who also are passionate about the innovation integrated by with the AI, and that it can make us that we also know that they can help us to contribute and make our research to advance on that transition. We want to be more smart on the energy system sector, while we're enabling a multidimensional energy future. And because we are passionate about energy, we are passionate about AI, we are passionate about the data analysis, and we are passionate about the scientific system to always implement innovation for the better management of all our environment. I firmly believe that will make a difference. And thank you so much for that panel. Some of my member, because we have here Dr. Darabas, who are expert on the AI management and integration, also in implementation, and also Dr. Yasmin, who will give you more information about our system energy intelligence, especially on the data management system. Thank you so much.
Thank you, so much, Dr. Malsian, for your wonderful presentation. Really, I like it. It is really wonderful. So I'll try just to give a general or the most important points to talk, because as you are an expert and scientist and time did not help us to translate all the words that you say, I'm trying to give in Arabic the most important words for our Arab attendee. Yes, then we'll give the word to Mr. Daharas. إذن صراحة الدكتور رالسيان قام بتقديم تقنية الذكاء الاصطناعي أو ال SEI، تقنية ال SEI which is Security Information and Analytics، يعني الأمن السيبراني تقريبا. هذه هي الكلمة يعني العلمية، الأمن السيبراني، وتحدث عن أهميتها في نهج الابتكار الآمن لمواد نووية أكثر استدامة ومنتجات، كما قدم أيضا أوصاف عملية مشتركة لضمان فهم مشترك لمفاهيم مثل النهج والابتكار الآمن. تحدث أيضا الدكتور رالسيان على ماهية الذكاء الاصطناعي في تقييم الأثر الاجتماعي أو الأمن السيبراني، أين تحدث عن دمج منصات المعلومات وتحليلات الأمن. صراحة كلمات الدكتور جدا مهمة. تحدث أيضا عن فعالية تقييم الأثر الاجتماعي لتقنية ال SEI في إدارة تحول الطاقة من خلال رؤى أصحاب المصلحة من مشاريع الطاقة المتجددة في عدة دول. حاول بصفة عامة أن يعالج التحديات العالمية الرئيسية في مجال انطلاق الطاقة باستخدام الذكاء الاصطناعي والذكاء النظامي. أشار أيضا إلى الدكتورة جميلة التي للأسف لم تكن معنا بسبب عارض صحي يعني تعرضت له، وهي مختصة أيضا في هذا المجال. فالآن أعطي الكلمة إلى الدكتور دهراس. دكتور دهراس, the word is for you.
Thank you so much. And am I audible? My screen is visible?
Yes.
Thank you. And distinguished leaders, esteemed colleagues, and respected scholars, and valuable participants joining us from across the Arab region, Africa, and the world. Good evening. It's a genuine honor to be a part of meaningful dialogue hosted by the Arabic Creativity Club and the Arab Council for Creativity and Innovation. I deeply appreciate the invitation to contribute a conversation that is not only a timely but strategically essential for our collective future. Systemic energy intelligence and the profound role of artificial intelligence in accelerating a sustainable energy transition. Well, I'm Darhasbi. As a chairman and co-founder of OpenCom AI, the company leverage AI for global challenges and sustainable solutions, and focusing on SDG 9, which is industry, innovation, and infrastructure. For AI industry, well, I'm an AI advocate for the United Nations and contributed for the Sustainable Development Goals with 2030 agenda from the UN. When I move to the topic, a transformational moment of our energy future. We meet today at a pivotal moment in a global development. The world needs energy systems are undergoing extraordinary pressures. Climate volatility and urbanization, rapid consumption, and the urgent demand for resilience. Countries are serving to build energy ecosystems that are clean, adaptive, and predictive, secure, equitable. Yet traditional infrastructure alone cannot meet the scale of today's challenge. They require something more. Systems that learn, systems that evolve, systems that think. This is the heart of systematic energy intelligence, SEI. Why SEI? SEI offers a historical framework that integrates artificial intelligence, adaptive intelligence, systems analysis, smart management, predictive modeling, data ecosystems. It allows us to move from the reactive energy governance to intelligent, anticipatory, and data-driven governance. In simpler terms, SEI is not an improvement of the old system. It is the foundation for the next system. The role of AI from data to intelligent decisions. As someone working globally in the field of artificial intelligence, with integration of adaptive intelligence for sustainable development, I see AI not merely as a technology, but as a new form of capability, one that transforms complexity into clarity and uncertainty into opportunity. AI enables three critical transformations. AI, inside understanding patterns, AI turns raw data into meaningful knowledge, forecasting demand, predicting outages, modeling renewable forces, and identifying risks. Optimization, designing smarter pathways. AI enables fine-tuning of the energy systems to reduce waste, optimize distribution, and balance loads, integrate renewables, and improve sustainability. C, control automation, creating intelligent control. Artificial intelligence AI systems empowers automations management in smart grids, IoT-enabled infrastructure, decentralized microgrids, automated responses to demand fluctuations. It replaces guesswork with precision and replaces delay with speed. When we move to the role of SEI, building the digital brain of system. AI, the leader, the technology and AI development lead for the SEI Digital Hub, my responsibility is to guide the creation and core intelligence engine that will support our energy future. Together, with our partners, OpenCom AI is leading the system architecture, a modular, secure, and scalable digital structure to support high-impact AI solutions. The predictive AI model V1.0, a machine learning engine capable for forecasting patterns, evaluating risk, and proposing real-time interventions. The SCI dashboard prototype, a decision support platform enabling policymakers, researchers, and energy operators to visualize scenarios, simulate outcomes, and make informed choices. In collaboration with international experts, our mission is to ensure that SCI becomes not just a technological tool, but a strategic enabler for government decision making. The vision a digital hub that serves nations. The SCI Digital Hub is more than a platform. It is an ecosystem. It will serve nation energy agencies, research institutions, policymakers, innovators, and including the youth leaders. It will also support energy transition strategies, climate adaptation, renewable energy integration, regional cooperation. This is a platform built for today's challenges but engineered for tomorrow's ambitions. Alignment with Sustainable Development Goals. Our work directly strengthens SDG 9, which is Industry, Innovation and Infrastructure, by building intelligent digital infrastructures, and SDG 11, Sustainable Cities and Communities, through adaptive, efficient and clean energy systems, including the SDG 7, Partnerships for Goals, by forecasting collaboration among countries, institutions, and innovation networks. Our project is a demonstration of the multi-regional collaboration can transform global challenges into shared opportunities. As a global leader representing India, in my role, Chairman and co-founder of Opencom AI policy and governance lead at MetaLayer SIG under Internet Society, a contributor to UN platforms on AI, innovation, and SDGs, my commitment is to ensure that AI remains human-centered, globally inclusive, and stability designed. I represent not only India, but also the emerging global youth voice that believes collaborative innovation, equitable digital transformation, ethical technology, and a responsibility for our planet. The future energy intelligence as a key pillar of peace and prosperity. Energy is not just an economic asset, it is a foundation of stability and a driver of deployment and development and a pillar of peace. By integrating AI into systematic energy planning, we enable more resilient nations, more empowered communities, more sustainable cities, and more grids and more helpful societies. This is an investment in a people, in a process, and in planetary well-being. When I move to my closing remark, as we look ahead, let us reminder, we are not merely building systems, we are building futures. The future where innovation serves humanity, partnerships transcend borders, sustainability becomes a universal right, and our intelligent energy systems light the path for generations to come. I thank to the Arab Creativity Club, the ACCI leadership, and designated speakers and all participants for creating this platform for cooperation and knowledge. Let us continue working together, not as separate nations, but as a shared global community driven by purpose, creativity, and intelligence. Thank you. Peace be upon you all.
Thank you very much, Dr. Daharat, for this well-presented, well-organized presentation, really. I appreciate that. Once again, Dr. Daharat, continue in with the same process of, with the same words with Dr. Ralsien, where he talked about SEI, which is يعني هي تحدث أيضا وصل في الحديث عن أنظمة الذكاء الطاقة. ال SEI هي يعني أبين للحضور الكريم هي يعني أكرونيم لكلمة Energy Intelligence System. هذا هو ال SEI الذي يشير عادة إلى الطور البيني للإلكتروليت الصلب، وهو طبقة واقية من بطاريات ضرورية شيء يعني جدا علمي وجدا جميل. سنتحدث عنه بعمق لاحقا بعد أن تتحدث الدكتورة ياسمين، حتى لا نطيل أكثر على الحضور الكريم. دكتور ياسمين, the word is for you.
Thank you. Thank you, Haja. Thank you, everyone.
Mhm.
First of all, I would like to thank the Arab Queer TVT Club for the invitation and the opportunity to speak today. I'm really honored to be here and to contribute to this important conversation. So let me start by introducing myself and why I am here. My name is Yasmin Faik, and I am the founder of FY Consulting, and I am a certified data management professional with more than 20 years experience. I've led many projects in the banking sector, insurance, in the government sector, and all these projects had the one and main objective is to transform the organization to a data-driven organization, meaning by that transforming the organization to take a decision using the data. It was my main mission during the 20 years experience. So to move to the SEI system, which is the Systemic Energy Intelligence, why it matters. So let me just start by simplifying the concepts. Everyone knows that energy is not just a service. It's a nation's lifeline. Why? Because the energy, it is what illuminates our home. It powers our hospitals. It sustains our industries. And also it shapes the economic and social well-being of millions of people. And energy is a very complex system that we have to deal with. Why? Because it reacts with many factors like the weather, the market, demographics, the industry, the policy, and even the climate risks. And to manage the energy wisely, we cannot look at only one part. We have to understand the entire systems, how everything connects, what are the impacts, and how everything transforms. This is why we call it a systemic energy intelligence. The first, which is systemic, means we have to see the energy activity. To take decision, we have to view the global dimensions that influence decisions about energy. And this is the philosophy behind the SEI. And there are three main pillars when we talk about the systematic energy intelligence. It was already shared by Dr. Walsian and Dr. Daras. So the first pillar, it comes from the definition, which is the systemic thinking. It means we have to see the whole story. So systemic thinking is the ability to see the energy not as a separate component, but as a global ecosystems. It means that we have to understand that a single decision about the energy can impact the economy, the jobs, the social ecosystem. It can impact the environment, the public welfare, the national sovereignty. So it can impact many, many aspects. And there is a good example that we can share with you is when we want to build a solar plant in a rural region, we have to take the decision. First, the objective is not only to generate the energy, because when we build a solar plant, there is a lot of good consequences and good benefits. We will create more jobs. We will participate in the local growth. We will also build new infrastructure, new distribution lines, and many other benefits for the region. So this type of decision, which is where exactly I have to plant or I have to build the plants, the solar plants, where? This is a question, and I have to take the decision. But before taking the decision, I have to understand what are the impacts about behind taking this kind of decision. So It means that it triggers a chain of reaction that will affect the people, the regions, the industries, and even the policies. And so the idea here is that the systemic energy intelligence, it will help us and it will anticipate all those effects. And the second pillar is the artificial intelligence, which is the I, SEI. We talk about intelligence, so it is a very important pillar behind this system. And the main idea is to really understand tomorrow before anything can arrive in the future. So AI is the second pillar. And this is the part of the systemic energy intelligence that brings predictive intelligence. So what is the idea? The idea is that the AI will listen to millions of signals, which are data. It will listen to weather, climate, industrial patterns. It will also listen to economic trends, to some historical records, etc. And then it will help us answer some very hard question, which is, what will happen next week? What will reduce the emission the fastest? How do we avoid shortages? How do we prevent blackouts before they happen? These are the main important questions that the AI can answer. And the third pillar, and it is something that was also highlighted by Dr. Halshin, is data governance, which is to make intelligence trustworthy. Because none of the intelligence and not the systemic view and not the AI predictions, none of it can exist without trustworthy data. So here the data governance ensures that all the information that will feed the system is accurate, it's complete, it's documented, standardized, it is secure, it is ethical, and it's also aligned across the institutions. So now moving to what is my role. My role is to design the data backbone of the SEI system. So data governance is not simply something which is technical. It is the foundation of trust. And it is also the condition for the credibility. And also the guarantee that the systemic energy intelligence will not be just innovative. It has to be also reliable, scalable, and sustainable. So when we talk about the SAE or the SEI, the question is why this matters. Let me talk about Morocco as an example. If the systemic energy intelligence succeed, and I believe it will, we will not only transform energy governance, we will transform Morocco's ability to lead Africa's next decade of intelligence with data-driven developments. And we will be able to reduce dependency on imported energy. We will be able to optimize national costs, to anticipate crises before they happen, and also set a continental standard for intelligent energy governance. And most importantly, we will prove that Africa can design its own frameworks, its own models, its own intelligence, and also export them to the world. So as a conclusion with my commitments, as I stand here today, I'm not only contributing to technical expertise. I have conviction and I have a commitment. And my conviction is that when we combine knowledge, intelligence, and governance and vision, we can shape a future that belongs to us. So I'm really very proud, again, to support the systemic energy intelligence. And I'm really proud to build its data foundations and I'm proud to contribute to a smarter, more resilient, and more sovereign. The sovereignty is also a very, very important point. So to participate and to contribute to a sovereign energy future for Morocco and for Africa. So please, I will close my pitch to thank you again for your attention and thank you for the opportunity to share this vision and my commitment with you today. Thank you.
Thank you to Dr. Yasmin. You did clarify things much more for us. You go one by one and you clarify everything for our attendee. I think everything is clear for the moment. So الدكتورة ياسمين يعني تحدثت عن أكثر من نقطة صراحة وقامت بتفسير مصطلح ال SEI بالتدقيق. ما هو ال SEI؟ لماذا نستعمل ال SEI؟ لماذا أصلا تطرقنا إلى موضوع ال SEI في حديثنا هذا؟ تحدثت أيضا عن أهمية ال SEI وهو Systemic Energy Intelligence، أهمية ال SEI وكيف يؤثر هذا النظام على مختلف المجالات الحياتية، يعني سواء الاقتصادية الاجتماعية وكل المجالات. أعطت الدكتورة ياسمين أيضا فكرة أو مثال المغرب، دولة المغرب العربي، وكيف لو تمكنوا، أعتقد هكذا دكتورة ياسمين، يعني لو كان السبق يأخذه أي دولة عربية، وهي أعطت مثال المغرب العربي، سيكون سابقا لغيره من الدول، فسيحمي يحمي عديد المعطيات الدولية. هكذا يا دكتورة ياسمين، صح؟
نعم
يعني
فعلا.
صراحة الدكتورة ياسمين يعني حفزتنا إلى الدراسة أكثر والاطلاع أكثر على موضوع ال Artificial Intelligence Systemic Intelligence. فكل الشكر لك والشكر موصول للدكتور دهرس والدكتور رالسيان. Great thanks to you all our scholars. Really, you are scholars and we need such scholars like you to help our work. Thank you so much. الكلمة ستكون إلى المتدخلين معنا إذا أرادوا التعقيب على هذا الموضوع أو الاستفسار عن شيء ما. يعني I have to check if there is any question in the discussion. I think so. الحضور الكريم، لكم الكلمة إذا أردتم التدخل، أو حتى الأعضاء يعني الذين قدموا، إذا كان هناك نقاش بينكم يعني نحن نسعد بذلك.
Yeah, I've seen in the chat area a suggestion from Hamza al-Bershawi. So hello, Hamza. I had the opportunity to discuss with him about the data management subject as a global as a whole. So he suggests that we talk with the UMCSP, Université Marocaine. Université Mohamed VI Polytechnique. Yes, I think it's a good idea because they are considered as a leader in Morocco, as a university specialized in the research, and I think they will be interested on this subject. So thank you, Hamza, for this suggestion. We have also Dr. Amma who wanna ask a question.
Where is she? What was her question, Dr. Amma?
السلام عليكم.
وعليكم السلام دكتور آمنة.
I'm very pleased to attend this exceptional webinar. And if you allow me, I have two questions. The first one is addressed to Dr. Yasmin. Given the accelerating energy transition, many innovations remain constrained by traditional financing and regulatory models. In your view, Dr. Yasmin, how can smart management and systemic analysis redesign the energy value chain in ways that foster disruptive energy innovations especially those that reduce environmental impact and are managed through AI. And do you believe current governance frameworks are capable of keeping pace with such innovation, or have they become part of the problem? Thank you.
I think I will share my view, and then I will let the specialist who are Aralshan, who is specialized in energy, and also Dr. Daharas will give more ideas. So
I have a question to Dr. Daharas.
yes. For me, this is something that I've explained during my presentation. It was very simple. Is that we have to take as consideration, as a systemic view, all the regulatory and all the, all the what you said as an input to train our models. So this is something that the AI will use this type of inputs to train the data and then to make the prediction. So this is something that will be included as an input, as a data to develop the model. Okay, so I think I answer your question from a technical view, but from a business or from expertise, energy expertise view, I will let Dr. Ralshan answer this question.
Thank you so much.
Welcome.
Okay, thank you so much, Dr. Yasmin, and thank you so much also, Dr. Amna, for your question. And that is very interesting. And we can also say that is the challenge we encounter all the time, especially on the energy management system. Okay. On the energy, you understand if maybe if you go on some environment, let's take an example in Africa, there are some government, they don't like when you come and try to implement the management of the energy only on the performance data analysis. Why? Because they are still on the old traditional procedure, like you say, but you need to understand that today it gives us the result where nothing's work. We have just the performance of the industry. When I say the performance of industry, let's take an example in oil and gas. For that, we can say that a company is a producer in oil and gas in some country, especially in Africa. But when they do all the management system, it's just for the productivity according to the internal economic system. But who got the benefit of that? Only the leader inside. But the leader who are inside, it's only what we can say the founder of the company, the CEO, who are there. But the stakeholder are not there. But the government also get a small benefit. And that benefit for me is not sometime on 90% of average. It's 10%. Why? Because they have that part where they give the lease of the contract to the company mother or producer. You understand? That means they have that profit return. But we understand that there are some environment, especially on the Saudi Arabia, where let's take that example into oil and gas, where we can see that the energy contribute on the development of the country. But how they do that? What the difference? Especially we have the same product, but here we cannot try to manage that, but how they do that? When we understand them on their part, they try to make that equilibrium into what we call the social doctrina. It means that the Organization on Energy system doesn't just think about himself, but they think also about his stakeholders, because the stakeholders are everyone who are involved outside of the organization. There are consumers who are there, and we know that the important for an organization to make more profit is the consumer. And who are the consumer? The consumer are people who are living on that environment. Is them who contribute on the development of energy. And we can say that, yes, you're right, but leader are fear about the innovation. And all of us, we always have that fear about the innovation. Why? Because innovation is to predict the future. And we know that we cannot control the future. Only God who can control the future. As we can just do the prediction. And the prediction also is one of the core elements when we do the research on the scientific system. That is very important. But if us as a scientific, we can say, let the fairness come to us, and it will make us to not implement that innovation. That's why the system intelligent energy, the system energy intelligent, come to break all the barrier where everyone are involved, first of all, and secondly is a win-win partnership. Win-win partnership with organizations who are involved into energy, win-win partnership with governance, and win-win partnership with stakeholders, because the stakeholders with the SEI can understand the trend into the management system. Let's try to take some example, especially in South Africa. There are some environments where we have a more loud shedding, but sometimes to the people, the citizens, they don't understand why they have a loud shedding. But we know that the country is a country where the energy are there. We have a 70% investment into 70 gigawatt, if I'm not wrong, into renewable energy. The country are there. They are promoting renewable energy, but we still are looking on that inefficiency into the energy management system. Yes, leaders have that fear, but leaders also, they are looking on the system who can help them to understand the trend of market on the energy. And we know, since we still stay on the traditional system, traditional procedure, nothing work. And for us, that's why on our implementation strategy, where I'm more leader into the implementation strategy for the system energy intelligence. Inside, we have the part of education. Education to show why it's very important to use the SEI, and also what it can give us for the future. For example, Dr. Yasmin gave to us that is help us to predict more the future, and now it saves us, or it saves also the investor who want to invest on the energy to know what can be his profit in the future. And the government can also know what can be the long sustainability term, and it also help us the whole core internal and external from the organization to understand and minimize the risk. That is very important to understand. But Dr. Amna, thank you so much for that. But as we know, when you have a patient, and that patient is also that energy who give us to make a success. and who help us to convince others. And today, like we said, maybe some of you are still thinking on the traditional system, but we know that because of the panel today, and now some of you, they have that landscape into the vision and think how we can implement that system energy intelligence into some environment. And thank you, Yasmin, to take example for the Morocco, because we can say that the first region we try to make the case study simulation. It's a Morocco, and Morocco, the second one is Congo, and Congo, the third one is South Africa. And now, just to highlight that part for you to understand that we are working more for all our leaders to shape to the traditional and implementing the innovation. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Ralshan. It's really amazing. دكتورة هاجر، بعد إذنك تسمحي لي بسؤال بعد أو خلص وقتي؟
والله هو الوقت خلص، يعني الدكتور دهرس للأسف يعني غادرنا منذ قليل، أعلمني بأنه عنده موعد، ولكن مشانك يعني 5 دقائق أوكي.
لا، ما بدي أخركم، هيك توعدينا بلقاء تاني بنكسبكم مرة
إن شاء
تانية
الله
أحلى ما
أكيد.
ناخد 5 دقايق.
أكيد إن شاء الله. صدقا قامات علمية يعني مشرفة جدا، وسعدنا بلقائها اليوم صراحة.
طبعا، يعطيك العافية، ميرسي.
عايشك. شكرا عايشك أستاذي على الحضور. So on the behalf of myself and the Arab Council for Creativity and Innovation, I thank you all for these scholarly papers. Special thanks to Dr. Jamila for the coordination, for introducing such scholars, such honorable scholars for us. This distinguished, and let us know this distinguished the group of researchers. Thank you so much, Mr. Raslain, and thanks you too much, Dr. Yasmin. Thanks too much for all the attendees who were with us. شكرا لكم جميعا، يعني تشرفنا بلقائكم. Wish see you once again as soon as possible.
Thank you everyone. Bye bye.
Bye bye. Thank you, Dr. Raslain.